Hello guys, I'm Maria Salahes and I'm here to teach you how to write the standard and general equation of a parabola. But before we move on to our topic, let me first define what a parabola is. Defining it as an arc, a parabola is a set of points formed when a plane intersects one cone and is parallel to the edge of the cone. It is equidistant from a fixed point called the focus and fixed line called the directrix. On the other hand, the line perpendicular to the directrix and is passing through the focus is the axis of symmetry. And lastly, the point which is midway between the focus and the directrix is what we call the vertex. And well, you should know those parts because we are about to use that in describing a parabola algebraically. So let's start. An equation of a parabola can be written in a standard or general form of the equation. So we're gonna start first with the standard equation of a parabola whose vertex is located at the origin. These are the four cases of the standard equation of a parabola. But if the vertex is located at hk, we'll use this another fourth set of cases. But don't worry, it is just the same with the first four cases I gave earlier. The only difference is that we just added h and k in here because our vertex is no longer located at the origin. To get the standard equation, we will just substitute the given coordinates to the equation. If its opening is upward, then we'll use case number 1. If its opening is to the right, then we'll use case number 3. Let's take this one as an example. As we can see, the graph opens downward and its vertex is located at the origin. If this is the case, we'll use case number 2. To know the value of C, we will just count from the vertex to the focus. So C will be equals to -1 since it's downward. Then we'll substitute that to C and multiply that to 4 to get the latus rectum. Our equation will be x squared is equal to 4 times -1y. Then x squared is equal to -4y, and this is already your final answer. For example, V is located at 2, 3, and the focus is located at 2, -1. If this is the case, the vertex and the focus are the only given. Since the coordinate of the vertex is at h, k, we will substitute that to the equation. And then, since the coordinates of focus are given, we still need to find for the value of C. To get that, if the x values are the same, its opening is upward or downwards. If the y values are the same, the opening is either to the left or to the right. And to compute for C, we use the formula of C is equal to the absolute value of h minus x, or C is equal to the absolute value of x minus y. After getting that, our final answer will be x minus 2 squared is equal to 16 quantity of y plus 3. Take note that C is just the focal length. We still need to multiply it to 4 to get the LR, or the latus rectum. We end up at 16 because we multiply 4 to 4 to get that answer. Now, let's move to our next topic, the general equation. Equation. The general equation looks like the standard quadratic equation. It's just that it has two cases depending on the opening of the graph. Case 1. Ax squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0. Case number 2, by squared plus cx plus dy plus e is equal to 0, where a and b are non-zero constant. If x is squared, then the graph is vertically aligned. Its opening may be upward or downward. Then if y is square, its opening is either to the left or to the right. To get the general equation, we should first get the given standard equation. For example, the given is the vertex is at -3, -2, and the directrix is y is equal to -1. We'll get first the length of the focal chord and then we will multiply it to 4 to get the latus rectum. We will use then the case number 1 since the directrix is y is equal to a negative number. Get x plus 3 squared is equal to 4 quantity of y plus 2 as an answer, and since we're looking for the general equation, we'll proceed to the factoring. We'll use PST in factoring x plus 3 squared. So the answer will be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Then we'll use distributive property to the equation on the right and we will get 4y plus 8. Then transfer all the constant and variables from right to left to make the right side equals to 0. So it will be x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. Then simplify, and this will be our final answer. X squared plus 6x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. And that's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've learned something from this tutorial. But before this video ends, let me share this to you.